All right, welcome again. Let's start here. This is our character. Um, I have currently one weapon. Not really talking about that today. What we're going to go over is the companion system. So there's now a working companion catching mechanic. Uh, it will mint you a one of one NFT if you capture it with your own name onto it, connect it to your player, and then from there you can list it on the player market and sell it to other people. Each companion gets a set rarity. So as you can see, um, this guy is the uncommon rarity. These are all common. Um, these are the names that I picked when I put them, mostly for testing purposes. You can see I equip. You can also unequip down here with this menu. These are my stats without any equipment. So I'm going to just pick one here. And you can see my stats get updated depending on which one I pick. So that is the ones that I have already caught. Now, um, since I'm in this menu, I'll also show this. I've revamped this inventory a little bit too. I'm going to be putting the companions down here as well. I just haven't done that yet. Um, so I'll hide that. Let's go back home. So again, you can update this. I just need to do a different system for it. Um, the way that the companion battle systems work is you would come here, you'll click it. As you can see, this is a battle. Um, there is currently a 4% chance that you will get a companion uh, scenario, essentially. Most of them are battle right now. There will probably be some other like flavor things added in throughout as well, but right now it's either battle or companion, and the companion is going to be very rare. Um, they will be rare anyways because I don't want a ton of companions to flood the market. So right now, like I said, 4% chance, and then you also have to catch it, which has to do with your stats and their stats. And I'll show you that when we get there. So I'll just attack this. Actually, no, I won't. I'm going to go back to. Oh yeah, we'll do this. I'll go back home, and then I will use my developing sheet because like I said, 4% chance. So for testing purposes, I don't have to run that over. So I have a shortcut here for myself. Now, this is what the system looks like. It will fill in here. The Berglund Posse is actually the rarest of the three, so I got a pretty rare one, except I got a common of the rarest type. So there's different rarities. The Berglund Posse has a higher chance of being rarer. So like instead of common, it could be uncommon or rare or exotic. Um, and then depending on the level of the companion you're going for, or its difficulty to catch, those will be affecting to the actual rarity and the stats that your companion would get as well. Now, a lot of this stuff is uh, purposefully hidden, and I did that because I think it's more fun that you don't, know on first glance just how powerful something is. Even though something's common, it could be strong. It has a less chance of being strong than like a rare or, harder thing than that. But it also makes it a little easier to catch. So down here, you'll see my 5 options. I have sway, flex, impress, chase, and feed. Each of these has to do with one of your player stats. Sway would be charisma, flex would be strength, impress would be intelligence, chase is dexterity, and feed is constitution. And your stats will alter the effect that it has in this battle. Strong is the monster's type. This monster is strong, which means that in its stats, it actually is boosted a little bit in strength. And all of this, like I said, it's all like background stuff, so you don't know it unless you actually catch it, and then from there you'll actually be able to see the stats that you're getting. So now it has no feelings towards me. It seems docile. These are the background things that show you the chance that it will either run or you can catch it. So now I'm going to start with Sway. There is a the battle is more complicated than just clicking like, oh, my charisma is the highest, I'll click Sway. That's not how it works. There's different things because it's strong. There's different things depending on which one of these things there are, because some of them have higher effect than others in the companion system. Um, and that's all things that the players will be able to figure out on their own. So now I've clicked one. They look a little bit interested. That's pretty good. Okay. They still seem docile, which means that they're not likely to run yet, which is good. So now I can click snare. Snare is the final thing basically. So you click snare and then you're trying to catch it. By clicking snare, you're not going to be getting any further along in your chances of catching it. So you're not like, it's not going to like you anymore. You're just going to try to catch it. You will, however, keep furthering this along. So you basically have two numbers that are going in tandem. They have a catch percentage and a run percentage. Depending on what you click down here, the catch percentage goes up. And depending on what you click down here, the run percentage will go up. There are different values for each one depending on the monster, depending on the type. It's a very deep system. I spent a ton of time on it, but it is great. Um, so now they look pretty interested, or they look a bit interested. That's not fantastic. So if I click snare, I probably won't catch it yet. Now, on the other hand, they seem docile, which means no matter what I do, they probably won't run either. So at this point, I'm going to try probably to do one of these down here. Now, I say probably. I'm I'm not guaranteed to catch this thing. I'm like, even me cheating or whatever, like you win some, you lose some. You can play it perfectly and still not get it because RNG is gonna RNG. But I'll come down here again, I'll hit swipe. They begin to take note of you. That's great. They still seem docile. That is fantastic. Probably not going to run. Maybe push my luck down here one more time. At least I'll do like impress. Okay, so now at this point, they seem relaxed. Relaxed is my like level 2. Like they're not docile. They enjoy your company is actually rather high as far as this whole system is concerned. So now I'm going to try to snare it. Um, and first try, I caught it. That's pretty good. Um, so now at this point, you can you click success and you get to name your companion. So I'm going to name it uh, Video Buddies because they're on the YouTube. So now submit, and your little loading bar goes, and just like that, you have your companion. Now it does actually take the time to create the NFT, so mint it, and then send it to the player wallet. So I think I timed it out around like it's about 20 seconds to actually find its way in. I'm not sure whether or not I want to put like a refresh timer or something on it, because if the player goes, ooh, and they run quick to companion, it's not going to show up immediately. It will show up fairly quick. So I'm going to let it sit here for a second. You'll see when it shows up, it's actually going to likely delete these ones and then repopulate it, because what it's doing is it's indexing the player wallet and deleting all the past entries to re-update with the new entries. So we're going to give it maybe about 10 more seconds before I refresh the page and see if that's going to help at all. But it shouldn't have to. 7, 6, 5. Here we go. So it just deleted all the past wallet entries, and now it has repopulated them. And see if we get our Berglund friend. So what I think might be happening is it's only showing 4, which is unfortunate. So we're going to see this for a second. This might just be a problem with my player screen, which would be an easy fix if that's the case. So I'll go here. This is going to be the next player that's going to show anyways. So I'll come to list. Boom, video buddies right there. So what's actually happening is, and like I said, I'll have to fix this and it will take me all of like 5 minutes. It is that this screen right here is only allowing the first 4 and it's not apparently scrollable, which, like I said, is a very easy fix. So I apologize for that. I haven't actually tested it past 4, so now I know, which is good. So I'll go to the next part here. Um, okay, so at this point, you can see all of the companions that you have. Up here, you also have the weapons. You can list a weapon in the player market. Very easy. Um, Same down here. So we're gonna take our video buddies. And actually, no, let's not. Let's leave these just so I can prove that they're in the wallet. I'm gonna go with the Burglary Boy 2. So we're gonna do this 1, 2, 3, 4, 1,234 patties. I'm gonna go ahead and list it. It will ask you to confirm. Go ahead, yes. And once again, this takes about 6 seconds because it's only one ping. Or maybe it was like 11. Either way, it doesn't take very long. There we go. And it goes ahead and updates it. Right now, I have this automatically listed as descending price, so or ascending price technically. So it starts to the lowest price, and then it kind of builds on from there. I'm going to be adding some sorting features. I just haven't done that yet either. So now manage listings. I can come over here, cancel it. I can also cancel them right from here as well. So now I can go back to my player, and boom, there's my video buddies in my 4 apparently spots that will be updated. I can click them. And now the cool thing is I can actually see what their stats were. So if you can, remember 5, 1, 3 for strength, dex, charisma. So this has 2 constitution, 1 strength, 2 intelligence, and 3 charisma. So that 3 charisma number, that's a pretty good roll for the companion. So now my companion is equipped. I don't have the actual battle system yet into the companions. The stats are all working. But now as I will go out into the battle, my next building step here, hopefully I can knock it out this week, is going into a battle. And now having it, well, something is not working here. Oh, it's because I don't have a weapon equipped. So I need to do that quickly. There we go. There, now I'll use my current loadout as well for my picture so I can actually see what I'm holding. And that will update as well. If I did it, oh, maybe I left the screen too fast. There. There we go. Okay. So I'm dead. Now I'm not dead. I'll come over here, here, boom, attack. Now my sword's working. That's good. So now, um, here I would have finished a battle. What the companion system is going to be, first of all, every companion is going to have a set of skills. They're going to start with 1 skill, and then as the companion levels up, which we'll talk about in a second, they're going to gain the other skills as well. Skills, PP is the like I think of it as patty points. That's like basically your skill points or MP in a RPG. So my ability to use skills is tied to my MP. So this bad cut takes 1 PP. The companions are going to be on the same kind of system with skills. Um, Basically, it'll say skills, and then over here it'll say companion. You can click companion, it'll pull up a menu like this, and then you can go and pick your companion skills. The companion skills will have its own modifier over here, so it'll be CP, companion points. Um, and it'll, your companion will have so many depending on its level, and it will be able to use those skills basically on command. On top of that, there's going to be a set chance that every time you click the attack button, your companion has a chance to jump in and do its action. In this case, the Berglund posse has like an attack value of, I'm not actually sure. I'll check that quick. Um, the only currently the only way to check that, and this will not be the case either, is to actually list it. So now, as you can see here, this is my Berglund before. He has a damage of 1. So if I had this Berglund companion, and every, let's say, 5% chance every time you hit attack, your companion will jump in and do an attack. And so this one would do 1 damage because it's fixed, and because the Berglund is obviously like the lowest value companion that I've got so far. Berglund Posse is actually like my rarest, and actually the damage is a D4. So every time it attacks, it will roll a dice between 1 to 4, and that will be its attack value. There will also be companions that have chances to do other things, such as heal your player, um, depending on what is rolled, and I mean the sky's essentially the limit there too. I have the companions set up to be essentially players connected to the players, so it will gain experience like the players, except I think at a lower percentage. So like let's say you gain 5 experience, or let's do an easier number to workshop, 6 experience. They will gain like 2, and they'll kind of work their way up the same leveling scale, but just a little slower. The cool thing is, let's say I've been playing with my Berglund Posse for a long time, but then I get another companion that I like better. I can jump into the player market, sell this Berglund Posse, um, which keeps your name too, by the way, which I think is kind of fun. Because each of these is a unique thing, right? It's not just like Berglund, a set thing. It's like like this one right here has a set amount of stats that this one is the only one that has. And it also has your name tied to it so that you can do it. The name will also be on this sheet eventually. Um, so where I was talking a second ago, this Berglund Posse will also, on purchase, be um, keep its experience values, keep its skills, keep its level. All of that stuff will be kept in this as well. I'm also toying with the idea of companion weapons, which means that your companions can actually equip weapons, which would be pretty neat. I would need to figure out if you would sell a companion. I'm fairly certain I would just have you unequip all of those weapons and you would keep them separate. Um, but we'll see. It could also, I mean, there's again, sky's the limit. I've got a lot of other things to do before I get that far into the weeds, but there you go. So I think the only thing I really haven't shown here is getting my NFTs back. So now I've got these 2 listed currently. These 3 are the ones that I still have in my wallet. So I'm going to go ahead and just cancel this one. This is my the one that I listed before the video. Immediately that pops back. It will again pop out of here immediately, but it won't show up here immediately. But it is fairly quick. So now I've received my video buddies back, and we're good to go. The reason why the getting the companion takes a little longer is because it takes a little bit longer to mint the NFT. Sending it from the marketplace wallet back to the player actually is very quick. I think I was reading on Twitter that it's like 3.5 seconds of finality in the Algorand block system or whatever that is. So, and I mean, drop chain, my API system, and the system I'm using to build this game basically is essentially like fast enough that I don't even have to think about it. So, um, which is fantastic. So that's the system that I worked on. As you can see, there's other background stuff that I've been working on as well, like getting the NFTs actually into the system here, depending on what is equipped. So they actually pop up. That will be a little bit customizable as well. There will be some NFTs that aren't just the monsters. They'll be specifically just NFTs. Um, uh, I made an unequipped menu, which is nice. I also learned that if I unequip the right hand, I need to make sure to equip my unequipped thing, otherwise the attack doesn't pop up. So that's a good thing to learn too. And that is kind of the update here for the week. So um, thanks for popping by.